So the Lauren Southern and Stephen Molyneux event in New Zealand has been cancelled due to the fact the organiser was put under pressure by a lot of left wing people in the media and companies and so on. I think this just shows a level of basically left wing bias in New Zealand, basically fascism. I mean, the left wing in New Zealand are basically just fascists, really. I mean, they call the right wing fascists, but I think they're the fascists. I mean, they won't allow anyone to speak. They use intimidation to stop someone speaking at a venue. I think this is just appalling, and it's shocking that New Zealanders got to this level. I mean, what's next in our country? Will we have a Stalin type leader? It just shows how bad New Zealand is and how free speech has basically just been shut down by the media. I mean, the fact you just can't say what you want anymore. Um, I think that New Zealand is basically going on a downhill climb now. I think this is the beginning of the end for this country, and sooner or later we'll all be wearing blue shorts and blue shirts and hailing our authoritarian leader, whoever that might be, singing politically correct songs. All the whites in the country will be gone. All the men will be living in little cages. This is what New Zealand has become like. This has become an authoritarian, far left-wing dictatorship, and I think, at least Australia, they allowed Lauren and Stephen to speak. I mean, who would have thought Australia was a country with more free speech than New Zealand? But that appears to be the way it is, and it's just shocking this country that I grew up in has turned into this mess, and then, I feel like leaving here because of how bad it's become, and I think the West has just abandoned its values and its morals, and has become a politically correct mess, and I don't see there being a future for the West as I see it. I mean, I think that there's Islamic culture or whatever wants to, obviously their birth rate is much higher than the birth rate of white Europeans and Westerners, and I think that eventually they will outnumber us, and eventually, we'll become an Islamic country and adhering to Sharia law and things like that. And I think that, if people are not allowed to have free speech and not allowed to sort of bring these things up, that's the way we're heading. And I don't see there being any way that we're on the way out now, any way of coming back from this. I think that unless New Zealanders stand up for their rights or stand up for free speech, then it's over in this country, we're finished. And I don't know what can be done about it, I feel embarrassed to call this utopian communist state home, it's horrible. And I don't see there being a good future for this country. Maybe in countries like, believe it or not, in countries like China, maybe they have more free speech now than we do here in New Zealand, I think, but anyway.